Hi, I'm Michael Bracco, and I want to welcome you to this very special bonus episode of MONSTERFY. Normally, on MONSTERFY, I take a theme like pizza or octopuses or pets or robots, and I spend a half an hour on this giant canvas turning everything into monsters and treating it kind of like a lesson so you can draw along with me and send your drawings. This episode's going to be a little bit different. I was invited by my local comic shop, Collector's Corner in Parkville, Maryland. Also has a shop, Collector's Corner, up in Bel Air, Maryland, to kind of come here and talk about my work and as a comic writer and illustrator and share it with you. And I'm going to do that, but in kind of a special way. First, I just want to say thank you to Randy, the owner of Collector's Corner. He has been an amazing supporter of mine and other indie comic creators over the years. And he has done such an incredible job of carrying my books and talking to people about my work and really getting people involved and getting people to find my work and fall in love with it. He's done this in his shop. He sets up the most amazing free comic book day celebration anywhere. He's just really done a lot for us independent creators. So I know right now with COVID-19, it is really, really hard on shops, and they're considered non-essential businesses, so they can't be open in the normal sense. So if you're watching this, please find ways to support your local comic shops. Find ways to support Collector's Corner. You can do that. I know he's running some really cool kind of mail order sales and doing some really cool like Easter specials and I don't know, just so many things that you should totally take advantage of. As for me, I've seen a couple of independent comic companies doing what I'm about to say I'm going to do. So take advantage of it if you'd like. But whatever you do, support Collector's Corner, support your local comic shop. So my book, The Creators, is all about young people who develop the ability to bring their imaginations to life through their artwork. The power can be amazing and world-changing because they can bring anything in their imagination to life. But it's tied to their emotional state. So if they go through anything traumatic, like bullying or abuse, or if the power is met with any fear or violence, then it can come out in horrible ways, which I'm going to draw those horrible ways up here on this canvas. Now, you can get these books at Randy's shop. I do think he has a few in stock. If he runs out, you can get them from me at spaghettikiss.etsy.com. Now, I really want to make sure that I'm supporting Randy's shop, and as he's been such an incredible supporter of mine. So if you do purchase any one of these books from me in my Etsy shops, I will not only have a space in every book where I can do a sketch of a character, not only will I draw a character in this for you, but any books I sell, I'm going to collect the money, and I'm going to split it 50-50 and give half the money to Collector's Corner, since that's kind of our deal when we sell stuff through the shop anyway. If you want to shop with me, just know that you're supporting the store, but I think the best thing is just go and find how you can support your local comic shop with whatever they're doing for this. All right, I really want to draw and get into some of these characters, so let's get started. As always, on MONSTERFY, I have my tools. I have my colored marker, which I use to sketch out ideas, and I've got my my little cup filled with ink and my brush. Now, with this, I'm not going to be doing too much teaching about what I'm doing as much as just going through these characters. And the fun thing about The Creators is that since it is about kids who can bring their imaginations to life, I have a lot of fun coming up with the weirdest and craziest characters that I can. Scribble through some ideas and compositions. All right. So Mr. Hugs is an interesting character. If you're not familiar with the book, he is the creation of a girl who was trying to protect her mom from her dad, who was kind of a violent person. And just so you know, these books, although they're not terrible, they are very PG-13. So if you are thinking of buying this for a kid, I would not. I would still do a mail order thing though through your local comic shop and find some really good comics for your kids. This book, not so much. It's really for like teens and up. So she had this teddy bear, this little girl whose dad was like kind of a jerk, had this teddy bear that she named Mr. Hugs. And she kind of would draw him all the time. And one of her drawings as a creator she brought to life, and it got so upset that it blew up to like crazy sizes, like this crazy like building size, and while it was trying to protect her, ended up destroying an entire New York City block. Okay, so anyway, this is Mr. Hugs. Alright, so the next character I want to do, this is kind of a good guy character. I kind of want to go with a something a little bit scarier looking. So I'm gonna go, and the villain of the book is a woman named Morgan Attain, and she is a grown-up who has lost this creative power that these kids have, and spends her entire adult life trying to find a way to get it back. And she does, and she makes this giant behemoth. So I'm gonna draw that giant behemoth way over here, and again, I am going to use the purple marker to figure things out. So, here we go. And there we have the giant behemoth. You can see it has these weird, crazy horns, which I kind of didn't finish, for eyes sticking out where its eyes might be. The face is kind of blank. It's under all this armor. It's very like royal looking in the most messed up way possible. Yeah, and there's actually a big battle between these two at some point. So here we have our two gigantic characters. We have Mr. Hugs, and we have the Behemoth, who is the villain of the villain's creation, and they are building sized. And the next character, actually I'm going to draw two characters. Protagonists are made up of three kids, Maya, Roxy, and Simon. Roxy's creation is Mr. Hugs. So now I'm going to draw Maya's creation. Maya has a creation called Cardin, and Cardin is kind of a unicorn. Maya loses her parents early on in the story, and she makes this weird unicorn woman that kind of looks like her mom to be kind of her way to grieve with the loss of her parents. And yeah, that's what I'm going to draw in right now, right over here. So there's Cardin the unicorn, this like really tough, sleek looking thing that is like super nurturing and loving. But if you tick her off, man, she is crazy. Like any good mom or dad or any parent would be. So the next thing I want to do is I want to draw in a different character named Aberthal. Now Aberthal, you remember me talking about this behemoth created by the villain of the book? Well, when she was a kid, she created this creature named Aberthal. And this creation didn't like how when she started to turn all evil, so it left her and found a way to stay alive on its own. So I'm going to draw him next. Okay, I'm going to kind of draw him into the background here. Let's see how that turns out. And here we had Aberthal. It might be a little tough to see. The point of him, like I said, he was created by the villain and left her because he wanted her to be a better person. And the whole point of his design is he is supposed to look like a literal demon, like this insect or arachnid demon. So down here you can hopefully see a little bit of his spidery body and his spider eyes and these horns, these pointed ears and this pointy beard. So I want to do one from our third protagonist, Simon. So here is Simon's one of Simon's creations. So So here you've seen that I have made this adorable little goo monster, which, made by one of the protagonists named Simon. His stuff is always kind of cute and fun, but also very useful. So far we've already got 5 characters, and I'm going to add one more. And this is going to be a brand new character in the Creators Universe. I'm actually working on, I showed you I had books 1 and 2. I'm working on the 3rd and final book. I've been getting a lot done while stuck at home. And I'm going to draw a character right in this remaining spot. I'll tell you a little bit about him. His name is Colby. He is made by a little girl named Charlie. And Charlie makes this because her family is on the run, because people don't like creators, these kids, and they're getting kind of hunted down at some point in the book. And her and her moms and her brother are on the run and camping a lot. And so she makes a creation that is made completely out of food. And so the last one will be made out of food. And of course he produces food to keep this family nourished. This final character is Colby. And hope you can tell, it's kind of weird drawing this many things on one thing in such a short amount of time. But he has a broccoli for a snout and carrots for his mouth, a cornstalk neck. He's got ice cream and ice for shoulders and the cone for the upper arm. A pepperoni pizza torso. You can see he's got I forgot his pepperoni belly also. He's got these, which is not my new favorite thing to draw. He's got these French fry hands, and I love drawing French fry fists now. And of course he's got hot dog thighs and pineapple feet. So real silly, but still trying to use the design to make something that can be intimidating. And he's got a real fun storyline in book 3, which hopefully I'll be able to get out sooner rather than later. So thank you very much. I really hope you've enjoyed watching me draw. I hope I've piqued your interest in the creators, and I hope I've got you thinking about how you can support your local comic shop. This has been a real blast, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you want to follow along as I make more comics, you can always follow me at Spaghetti Kiss on Instagram. You can find the books all on spaghettikiss.etsy.com. And if you want to see more of me drawing like this, I do a YouTube channel called MONSTERFY, where I draw to a different theme every week. So yeah, check me out. Thank you, Randy, and have a great day.